Yahoo! Whoa. Yahoo, hi. Thank you for coming. Sorry, no, not sorry. Thank you for waiting is what I'll say instead. Thank you for waiting. I needed to take a little bit of extra time to get ready today because I've only been awake for not even an hour yet, I think. When did I wake up? I woke up literal seconds before I tweeted. When did I tweet? I tweeted 56 minutes ago. I've been awake for 56 minutes. I'm a bit sleepy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I needed a little bit of extra time to get ready and to wake up. I'm still technically waking up, so sorry if I say anything weird. I hope I'm not wacky and goofy in a weird way. I hope I'm wacky and goofy in my usual Kaelix TM branded way. I feel like every time I go live when I'm really sleepy, I end up doing something regrettable and embarrassing. What kind of tea? Today I'm having throat coat, original, licorice, slippery elm, totemo oishi. Yeah, we're having the classic today. So yummy. Start my day at 7 p.m. Literally, I'm cooked. I don't know. I was up late yesterday working in VC this time, so I had company. I was social maxing, you know, having nice rich conversations with my coworkers. I think I was actually in call with pretty much just Crisis and only Crisis for a while. Good long while. And then Petra did her open totsu for her birthday, and I had to be there. I didn't think I'd be awake for it, but I was, so I had to be there. You know, I can't be awake for it and then miss it. So, yeah. I was awake till like 10 a.m. But I got good sleep. I slept for a full 7-8 hours, right? With that math. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good 7.5 hours. I think. 8.5. 8.5 hours. That's how long I slept. Hold on. I have to check something really quick. Hold on. I have to respond to a ping. I gotta be quick with this one. I'm cooking, but that means I gotta be fast about certain things. Awesome. Thank you for waiting again. I've been a bit divided lately, like my attention. It's been all over the place. Dream of anything? Yes! Oh my god, what did I dream about? I was going to tell you about it too. It was a really good one. I don't remember. It's gone. Sorry. I can't remember it. It's completely gone. I don't remember what I dreamed about at all, but it was good, whatever it was. I remember waking up and being like, they're gonna love this. But no, it's gone. I did not write it down. I always forget that if I don't write it down, I'm gonna not remember it. So the only dreams that I've had in the last like year that I remember are the ones that I told somebody about immediately. Sometimes I'll have a dream and like a friend will be in it. Say my friend will be in it, and I'll message him and I'll be like, hey, you were in my dream. You did this, this, and this, and it was so stupid. He's like, okay, Kaelix, sure. But then because I told somebody about it and I have like a record, that means I have a reference to jog my memory later on. All I need to do to remember it for the rest of my life is to write it down somewhere or to tell somebody. The moment I do that, it becomes real. Otherwise, I just kind of like go through this process of forgetting everything. It's like I'm sent to another world for my dream, and then when I wake up, I'm pulled out and my memories are wiped. in order to keep my brain safe or something. Pinching the elbow helps. All right, I'm pinching it through my coat. Wait. I don't remember anything. Yeah, no, I don't remember. It's gone. Oh, man. Yeah, no. I'm sorry, I cannot tell you about my dream. I can tell you about my sleep, though. It was really, really good. I slept. Oh my god, no, it was not really good. Something bad happened. I tore a big hole in one of my favorite pairs of underwear, and I don't know when or how. But I have to throw them away, and I'm devastated because it was like my second favorite pair. I think it may have happened when I was asleep or when I was getting up or when I was going to bed. I know that yesterday morning, or I guess this morning, today, it was fine. But this evening when I woke up, it was not. Okay. Do you hate me? Do you not care? I'm devastated personally. I don't know if you have like favorite pairs of underwear or like favorite t-shirts to wear around the house. I take this stuff so seriously. It is that serious to me. And the loss of my favorite or second favorite pair of underwear, that is so devastating. That is a hefty blow to my ego and to my well-being. Old one? Yeah, they're kind of old. I've had this pair for a few years, I guess. So they have they've done their job. It's their time. Around this point, it's good to replace, you know? You can't keep it forever. Yeah, it served its purpose. However, I would have liked to have that one forever because it was really good and comfortable and I don't know. I tend to get myself new ones around Christmas though, so that's pretty awesome. And if I don't, then maybe my parent does. Parents do. Say such a thing out loud is crazy. Is it? Do you not feel this way? I just think if everybody in the room can relate, even if it's a little weird to say it out loud, I think it should be fine if everybody in the room knows what's going on. Like everybody wears underwear, I hope. I don't know. I feel like it's the same philosophy for like Enna's poop tweets. You know how Enna will be like, I pooped as an update. People will be like, Enna, you're crazy for that. How could you say this? That's disgusting. But like, you know what she's talking about. You can relate, can't you? You've been there. I don't know. That's how I feel. I feel like things that people consider to be weird, but they also absolutely do. Like if they think it's weird to mention, I've never gotten that. If everybody can relate, it should be as normal as talking about food or like sleeping or anything. Because everybody does it, right? Hold on. I need to find... Where is my controller? I can't find my controller. I'm looking for like the, you know, like the grip that connects Joy-Con together into one thing. I can't find it. But I need it if I want to play Animal Crossing. Oh, I found it. I got some new stuff recently to play with next week, and it was hidden underneath one of the boxes. I'm gonna keep my mysterious oriful surprises for now, but I think you'll enjoy next week. I think you'll like it. Oh my gosh. Anyway, today we'll be playing Animal Crossing. Game card was removed. Oh no, that one was removed. Okay. Yeah, today we'll be playing Animal Crossing. The game plan for today is to do whatever terraforming and planning around the museum we can. I wanna get a good foundation down for that. We probably won't decorate it today because I don't have all the items I want for it. I have an idea for it though, so we'll probably put down placeholders for certain things. And yeah, we'll kind of go with the flow till we got it worked out. So let me Let me get ready and set this up. All right, you ready to play Animal Crossing? Let us go. Woo. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I love Animal Crossing. I haven't played it very much off stream, like I like to. So my money is hurting. And I saw actually Vox. He started playing it recently, didn't he? And he did something so tempting to me. And I've seen others before him do it too that have tempted me. I saw him open his island to the people, wherein they would visit him and shower him with money and gifts. And that is so tempting because making money in this game, the way that I'm doing it, takes time. However, I have my pride. I do not want my island to be donated to me. I would absolutely be spoiled though, wouldn't I? I wouldn't have to work for another bell for the rest of my career. I just know. I just know too. Here's the thing. I don't know if you played Animal Crossing when it first came out for that first year, like 2020, 2021, that period of Animal Crossing New Horizons. The economy in Animal Crossing was crazy. Everybody was playing, everybody was trading, and everybody was making insane amounts of bells, to the extent that, like, if you met a stranger on the internet to trade an item, they'd give you like 10 million bells for free, just for like conveniencing their experience, you know? Oh, cautionary tale. You know what that means? We get some free art. Oh, is the game too loud? Okay, hold on. Let me experiment here for a minute. Mixer. Oh, the game is way too loud. Thank you for mentioning that. The game should be around... Game should be around here, right? Let me know if this is too loud. But yeah, anyway, the economy in Animal Crossing for trade and for bell exchange and stuff was crazy. Everybody had a lot. And if you played around that time, you are balling now. You know what I mean? Like, you're doing great. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no. So if you've played Animal Crossing for a while and you play now, like you continue to play now, then you're kind of set. And money is no object if you played from 2020 through 2022 and you played online with people. So I just know if I open my island, there'd be people that come from like old bells. You know what I mean? They'd come from old money in Animal Crossing. Okay, so that being said, I don't think I want to. I think I want to do my best to make what I can and to only open my island to people in the future when I have fully decorated it, is a goal of mine. If I really struggle to make time to make money, though, I may have to consider opening my heart to the kindness of the people. However, I don't know. Because, like I said, it was so easy to make money before. So when I played Animal Crossing before, on the save that I had before we met, I was thriving. Just to be clear, I was making good money. And I was making most of it myself. I was making it by, like selling bugs and getting into the turnip exchange. And I made most of my bells by just watching out for people that had good turnip prices and then visiting them with my turnips. But it's a bit harder to do that now because not as many people play actively. Anyway, let's collect our little money tree, our little bells, read our letters. Bank of Nook, I got my interest. That's awesome. Goodbye. I never read these. Goodbye. So, minor updates, because I continued playing around with this after the stream was over last time. We did a little bit of terraforming last time to clean up this area. You may see that I've done a little bit more to just plan out what it could be like and how it could work, because we need a sense of structure, right? I still haven't figured out everything, so that's what we're gonna figure out together today. But last time we did the terraforming in this area, I decided to go ahead and start placing some paths after the stream. So we have some of these out here. I placed some bushes as well. I think I might replace the holly. I can't remember how often in the year it has the little beads, the little berries, but I don't want it to. So I may switch everything out for blue hydrangea. instead. Because that's my favorite. My favorite is the blue hydrangea plant. I bought and paid for one of these. So I have the part where the path kind of connects to the second level here. And I think that looks kind of okay, right? I think this will look better when I filled it up with furniture and stuff. Just random items everywhere. Like boxes and like a typewriter wherever just cuz. And trash cans everywhere and things like that. Make it feel a little bit more like there's people that live here. Oh, and because he's here, we can see the whole purpose of this this carved out sunken walkway, right? The whole point of it being like this was so that we could walk to him from home whenever he's here. I happen to come into one of these. I don't know if I can show this very well. I happen to come into one of these. I think you may remember it's fake because it's got an earring on the other ear. But if I hide it by like positioning it this way where you can't see the other ear, it looks like it's real. And so this is one of the things that I'll have on display when I set up this marketplace. I'm still waiting for the market stall furniture to show up. I really need that one to decorate this area. That's on my wish list for this, but we'll get it eventually. The recipe. I think I might actually be able to order it from the Nook thing, actually. Come to think of it. I can't remember. Jolly Red's treasure trawler. Alright, first things first. Do I want either of these? Not really. Maybe the drum, but nah. Okay, now. I want this to be real so bad. A worthy painting. I don't remember what makes it real or not. I recognize the piece, but I don't know. I don't know if... Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. I need to zoom in properly. They call you cousin. He calls everybody cousin. Or at least everybody that is willing to trade with him. Let's see. Okay, what would be wrong in this piece? Is it real? There are a couple things that I'm curious about, but I feel like it's real. Nothing stands out to me too much. And it's exactly as I remember, because I've seen this one before. The hats? No, I think the hats are right. I think the hats are right. This is... Oh, what's the name of this one? Something leading the people. What is the name of the painting? Blank... something leading the people is the name of the original painting, I think. Am I remembering that right? Liberty leading the people, yes. And for the time in history, this looks consistent with what I remember. I say that like I was there, but you know what I mean. I think this is legit. And I really want this one. I want the big paintings. So I think I'll grab this one. Yeah, I think it's real. I'm gonna take a chance. With these, the strat is honestly generally to Google it, but I prefer not to. It's more fun to actively try and figure out what's fake if it's fake, and make an educated guess. I want to look at the rest of them too, see if I can do it. Some of these I just remember because I've had a look at them already. This one is fake. Her eyes are closed and her earring is a star instead of a pearl. The girl with the pearl earring is just very different in the original painting. This one's super easy. That's a very famous and recognizable painting. It is funnier to get scammed, yeah. I don't know, I just think... Like, in a realistic setting, if I were coming to look at these pieces, I would pull up the real painting. And honestly, if it was easier to do that without getting the answer fed to me on Google, I would. I'd be pulling up the original paintings to compare and see if I could find the difference and assess it myself. This one, I think it has something to do with somebody's hand, right? Is that what is the fake thing in this one? I can't remember. Is this one legit too? I could have somebody come and grab this one. Is this fake? Now I'm wondering where in this one is it fake? Because it looks like I remember, but I don't. Oh, it's the hats on this one then. Ah, wait, hold on. Which hat is wrong? Or is it all of them? I do feel like they're kind of inconsistent, aren't they? Ah, it's so tough. Ah, he's missing a hat, but everybody else has one, don't they? That's honestly something you could realistically guess just looking at it. Literally every man in this room has a hat, except for him. That's a good way to guess that. I wonder if I could have made that connection if that's the one we went for. This one is the eyebrows, right? That being said, I think this is fake, but I don't remember what it's actually supposed to look like. I only vaguely remember this one. But I think it's the eyebrows that make this one real or fake, right? Yeah, it should be more of an angry expression, right? It's kind of funny though. I wish I could buy the fake works. I wanna put them outside. Unfortunately, that will not be the case today. We got a genuine article. We got a genuine article. Yeah. But yes, today, more than playing around over here, I do want to do some stuff over here. My goal is to figure out the definitive plan for this. So you may see that maybe we should find that too. Whoever owns that. You may see here that I actually did a little bit of designing off stream. I did this immediately after the last stream was over. And I just played for like a couple hours while also doing a VC with people I needed to talk to. What is your story? I got a stain on my fave outfit. Kaelix, what do you do when things are just the worst? Well, this is what I do. Some folks call it pouting, but I say it's me telling the world to quit being mean. Anyway, using aggravation can def make you feel better. See? I'm all good now, hipster. Where is it? Yeah, it's me when you do a certain thing that I won't name. But yeah, I was in a work VC that I had to be there for, and I was just playing Animal Crossing the whole time. I did a little bit. Here's the idea, right? The museum is by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces, right? So to make a symmetrical design that looks attractive, you have to do 2 inclines rather than 1, because otherwise you'll have 1 extra space and it can't be fully centered. And so the way I was thinking of doing it was having 1 walkway going up here, like 1 incline, and then 1 here. And then there'd be like a little mini plaza in between. The path could kind of bend into a center. And the raised area would continue this way, right? And it would cover this entire area. Hold on, where's my cursor? I need my pointer. I've been thinking of getting a new one, or making a new one actually. You want to see? I made a proof of concept recently. This is not official yet. It may never be official. I haven't decided yet. But I've been experimenting with making variations of our little symbol. Here, hold on. Okay, one sec. Haha. This bad boy. I made like a very flashy proof of concept. So, using this as my pointer for now. Anyway, so this here, we start expanding up. We have like the upper level, the 3rd level high. It feels like the second level high when you're actually playing on the island, but it's technically the third. We create like a little bend here and loop around, and it fills this entire area here that we're standing in. The museum is somewhere like right here. And then there's like forest behind it. And if we pull up, is it this? It's kind of like how we did the blueprint, right? We create a little pond here as well, and it feeds into the river on this level. And then it's just generally consistent, right? I've been thinking of modifying this a little bit, though. I don't know. I've been really torn about a couple things, and I have to make a decision eventually. It's difficult to commit. But yeah, the idea is that we kind of gradually curve and carve this out. So we have like a raised area to go with. We create a place for the pond to go. And then we'll have a spot for the museum. That's my goal for today. I'm gonna have a sip of tea first, though. What do I want to change? So, namely, I've been thinking a lot about the river, specifically here. I've been thinking about lowering that river to the bottom level, like keeping it exactly where it is and building around it. Because it looks really cool. And that way I could make like a double waterfall is the way it would work. So in practice, it would be like the river starts actually as a source of water up here. Maybe I could make like a little volcano even, or like a little mountain peak where it comes from. Just there's a source of water really high here. And then it goes down like this to the second level. And then it would feed down here. So like double waterfall, one here, really close to each other. And then the river would continue like this, roughly. I'd have to adjust it a little bit for the terraforming, but it would be here. And then the land would be one level higher than the river for the rest of this. The problem there is that I can't build a bridge. I cannot build a bridge over it. So if I want to do a bridge, I have to do like terraforming, and then I have to put designs over it, which can look nice if I'm really strategic about it, but I'm not a fan of that personally. But that is the way to do that. If you want to have the river on a lower level, you just build inclines, not inclines. You build like a raised, you terraform a bridge where you would want a bridge to go, and then you put designs over it to make it look like it's made of wood or metal. Like, for example, we could actually go there now to test it if you'd like. Let's see. Let's put it to the test. Why don't we? Ba-da-ba-bum bum. Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, it is pretty much like a land bridge. So for example, oh, I gotta sneeze really bad. It won't come out. Here, let me pull this out. Grab this too while I'm at it. Oh, thank you for the feather, but it's not working. Oh wait, I'll need to do waterscaping first. So the way it would look over here, for example, right? So we've got the river here on the bottom level, and then, you know, this is all raised up here. It goes all the way around, and then down here it's also raised up. We started that over here. Imagine that it is all raised just like that. All of this is raised. I'll have to be really strategic about it if I do go through with that. And then this goes this way, like this. Just cutting straight through the river is the strategy here. And then this continues this way. I can just build straight over the weeds. Kind of valuable to have them though, so I don't think I will. Yeah, you go like this. Oh, it would be so awesome if I went through with that. I'd have to find a really good design for the bridge, though, if I wanted to. But yeah, anyway, you fill it in like this. These edges would be rounded, I think. I don't know if I could round all of them, unfortunately. I'd have to modify the structure of the river. And then, when you get here, what you do is you'll take, like... I don't know if I have a good bridge design. I could use my dirt design, I guess. Yeah, I don't have, like, a wooden... You'd have a full coverage bridge design made of wood. And you just run it straight over like this. Just cover the whole thing. And you imagine, right, looking at this, that this is wood paneling. Something that looks like a wooden bridge that has been built. And then you've got all of this raised over here. You cross the bridge like this, and you can look down at the river. And the way to obscure the edges is to place bushes like here and here. You place bushes here. And then it ends up looking kind of natural. Yeah, if designs had a sound for stepping on them, I would 1000% be doing that with no reservations at all. If you could assign a sound to a pattern that's on the ground, oh my god, there are so many things I would do. That's like the one thing I don't like about the natural paths that I have. I'm willing to kind of look the other way with those because they do feel kind of like you're stepping on dirt, but it sounds more like you're stepping on a rubber mat. And I've never liked that very much. It breaks my immersion. And I actually really love the sound design for footsteps in Animal Crossing New Horizons. They have gone out of their way to record so many for so many different types of shoes. And I really like listening to the sound of it as I walk in different areas. Enough that I almost actually did this entire island. We were almost going to do it without using any custom designs on the ground. But in order to go for the vibe that I want, I need paths that are kind of winding and like not super clean. But yeah, that is how that would work. I don't think it's what I'm going to do in the end. I think I have to commit to raising it. But I may still also do... I had another idea that I was considering. I was thinking of making like a lake. Whoa. I was thinking of making like a lake here. So that you're on the level just in front of the Resident Services Center. This is all raised. I was thinking of like making a big hole here. Like just a big circular or roughly circular design here on the lowest level. And then the river could feed into it. I could have it like here too instead. Could be a place for it to go. But I don't know. It's tough. I can't design. But we don't have to worry about that yet. We might have to worry about it today, but not right now. Right now, our priority is this area right here. We can just start filling that in without really planning because that much is already figured out. So let's go. It would be cute for pictures, right? And then my thought is one of my favorite items that you can order actually is you know those like rigged binoculars? What do you call those? Like the binoculars for tourists in certain areas? I like setting those up in areas like that. I think those look really cool. That's what I would do. I would put it on the bottom side of the lake so it's like you're looking over the rest of the island, the lake view. Yeah, the ones you put coins in. You know the one I'm talking about? Like the binoculars that are on a stand and you put in a coin and then you can use it for like a minute or something. And it'll give you like a really clean, detailed view of the landscape. Rigged binoculars because they never work. When I said rigged, I meant more like rigged to a pole. Like it's fixed in one place. I've never actually used them, so I don't... No! I don't know how well they work or don't work, personally. Oh my gosh, I can be so goofy. What is going on? Yeah, I like those as a decoration item. Paying to see is wild. I was gonna say it does absolutely go for glasses. That is, you do kind of have to pay to see if you're a certain section of the population. I am that subsection of the population. I pay to see. I have paid to see since I was a kid. I pay to see right now. I paid to see this right now. And I actively will continue to pay to see for the rest of my life. But I'm content personally because I really like glasses. When I was a kid, I was kind of frustrated when I first had to start wearing them. I thought it was a hassle to keep them on my face, and I didn't like the way they looked. But I've come to really, really like the fashion and the style of a good pair of glasses. I like using them to express myself, and I like to have a variety of frames. Oh my gosh, Seogin Joka is online. Whoa. What kind of frames are out there? All kinds of frames. You have circular frames like the ones that I'm wearing now. And even among circular frames, you have so many different sizes that they can come in. I think for like reading glasses, you tend to find circular frames in a little bit of a smaller shape. They tend to be a bit more precise. I'm a big fan of very large frames in general. I like when they take up like a big portion of my face. It helps a little bit because I don't know how well you can actually see it through my camera, but because my prescription is a little strong, it makes my eyes a little bit smaller when I'm wearing them. Oh my god. I hate this game. I love this game, just to be clear. But yeah, I have the kind of prescription that makes my eyes a little smaller when you're looking at me because I do not see things that are very close to me. And then you've got like frame width. Yeah, you have frame width as well, aside from size. You have thicker frames, you have thinner ones. They can go so thin that it basically looks like a fishing line and you just can't see it at all. And that's something a lot of people like because it feels less distracting from your face. If you get those. Those are really common in like a classy setting. Like very formal glasses tend to be as thin as possible. I'm a big fan of thicker frames personally. I like when the frame is like an accessory that you're wearing. I like when it is a piece of your outfit and when you can be recognized for the glasses that you're wearing. And I think I'm a success story in that department because I feel like if you ever encounter glasses like mine in the wild, you'll think of me, right? Even if we've only interacted briefly, you'd still think of me, I think. I hope. That's my hope. My hope is that I can create a lasting impression through things like the way I dress, aside from like everything else that I try to do. Yeah. And then you've got like different shapes for the frames. I mentioned the circular ones that can come in different sizes and like widths, but you also have like square frames. There are rectangular frames. I really like glasses that are like partially framed as well. Like for example, frames over just the top or just the bottom, and then the rest of it is wire. So the glass is kind of like exposed a little bit. I think that looks really nice. What else is there? You have some really funky shapes that you can encounter, like cat eye glasses or whatever they're called. They're really triangular ones. I think those are really stylish. Very like librarian-esque. Glasses can also come with chains that dangle off or accessories. You can put little things on them. Glasses can come as sunglasses, so you can also incorporate color into the lenses if you're calculated about it. Yeah, there's hexagonal glasses. They can come in like funky geometric shapes. There are so many different shapes that glasses can take, and I think they're all really cool. And I realize that you only really catch me when I'm on the clock these days, so it's not very likely that you'll see me in another pair, but maybe I can show you some more glasses in the future. I kind of want to harass Zeal. What should we say? I'm trying to think of what would crack him up. No numbers, thank you. In fact, take the one who said the numbers and time them out. For 5 minutes. Seize them. Oh man, okay, well. Oh, I forgot to space it. Embarrassing. Oh well. I just lost the game. Again. Sorry. Not sorry. That's literally the rule. Don't blame me. Don't hate the player, as they say. Hate the game. I just lost the game. No. No, 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 no. Bad. Hideous. Disgusting. I saw that. Well, holy moly. Okay, let's continue. I didn't see that. I did not see that. Oh man. I shouldn't have done it. I asked for it. I literally earned it. I literally earned it. I summoned it. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, as they say. Holy moly. Anyway, we're going to continue terraforming this way, and then we're going to shape it up a little bit. No! Bad. We're going to shape it up a little bit now that we've filled up some of this space. And we can actually kind of get a sense for where the museum should go now, I think. Because I think we got plenty of space for it now. Yeah, okay. So the way to work, I've built this path here, or placed this temporary path here to mark where the actual path will go when I do it. Just a roughly straight line. It'll have little dips and curves here and there if I go the natural route for it. And then there will be something here. I think I might do like a fountain. Maybe I'll do flowers the whole way through. I could do a fossil. I could connect like a dinosaur's fossil here. That could be cool as a centerpiece. And then this goes up here. It forms like a little circle. Something else here, some other centerpiece. Benches on the left and right, I think. Like public community benches. I think a slightly classier kind, actually. Maybe the iron wood bench that goes outside, like the garden bench kind of style. And then the museum goes like here. Could be nice. That being said, it may actually be good to lower this whole thing a little bit by like 2 tiles. Do like... Now I'm scared. Yeah, it could be a better look to do more like this, I think. And then like raise this as well. And that way, the entrance to the museum would be a little bit closer to the path. You see what I'm saying? Because then it would go like... Oh, whoops. If it started here, it would continue this far. Just extend by 2. Oh, whoops. Just imagine that this is like an incline. That way it's closer to where the path from the town is going to be. It also gives us way more space to work with behind because we want... Here, hold on, pulling this back out. Something we want to prioritize when we're placing and decorating the museum is that we need to have ample space behind it because the museum is very tall and it also takes up some vertical space. It's like 7 by, I think, 2 or 3. I think 3, maybe even 4. 7 by 3 or 4. Which means that wherever the museum is, the immediate area behind it is kind of inaccessible. Even if you can technically place things there, you can't really walk there or see it very easily. So we want to get it as far forward as we can without it being unnatural so that we have all of this space to work with behind it as much as possible. That's something you want to prioritize with any big building, especially the museum. The museum's the biggest one that you can move and place. So yeah, foresty area with maybe a lake. The further forward we can get the museum, the more space we'll have to play around with that idea. So I think we're going to move this forward by 2. Maybe even a third. You may move it forward by 3 instead. Okay. Did you see that? Did you see that? Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I need a second. I'm scared. Normally I would just try to do it by sneaking and timing it, but timing it on stream is kind of hard because there's like slight latency even with my new PC. It's unavoidable unless you use another monitor, which I'm not going to do. But there's a way to deal with scorpions and tarantulas. Haha! 見つけた。幸せ見つけました。ねえ。ねえ。タランチュラ君。俺が怖いのか？あ、そう。かわいそう。I caught a tarantula! This situation just got hairy. Awesome. That means we have the other scary guy because we got the scorpion during scorpion season. You may not know this. Scorpions and tarantulas are kind of like equals in this game and they take up both halves of the year. In the colder months, it's the tarantula, and in the warmer months, it's the scorpion. So we got the 2 big bad bugs already. There are some bugs that are also super valuable that I haven't gotten. I haven't been catching bugs at all, or fish for that matter. So there's going to be a gap of like a month or 2 in this game where I'm just missing a bunch of stuff. Yeah, if we raise this like this way, I think it could be nice. No, ugly, bad. What are you thinking? What are you doing? All right. And then we round this one out. And then this one. And then we can sample it by filling this up too, just to get a sense of what it will look like. And then like this. And it would go up one more as well. And that way we have, yeah, I think this is a good distance. That way we have an incline for the museum, or I guess a pair of inclines that feed naturally into the path that we'll have here when we do actually put it here. I realize it's not here now, so it may be a little difficult to see the vision, but you just gotta trust my process, okay? And we can fill this in a little bit now, because we've lowered it by 2. And then a good way to style this might actually be to do a good, like, 1, 2, 3, like this. No, it'd be better to fill it in like this. No! Ah, man, I could have saved a click. Like this. Sugoi. But incline do I plan to do? I tend to go natural for everything. Like the one that is just like dirt and earth and stones on it. Aside from being the cheapest one, which is a big buff, it is also just my personal favorite. I like the way it looks the most, and it's consistent with the builds that I like to do. I like to design in this game in a very like rustic. Is that a good word for it? I like to approach it in a way that feels very rural. A little weathered, I guess, is a good way to put it. Yeah, then we can put the inclines here. Put them here like this. And then... I think that could be natural. Yeah, I think that would look nice. And then we have still space here for like a little fountain. I think I'd go for the seal fountain. You know the one? There's one seal fountain where it has like it has a rounded edge on one half, like a circle. But then the other edge is flat. So what I could do is I could put the flat edge. I could actually fill this in a little bit. Like not round this part. I could put the flat edge against the wall and then have the round edge jut out. It could be either. Yeah, I think that'd be nice. Now the question here is exactly how should we do the museum with that in mind? Just where should it go? I think something that will help is if we actually place a temporary like thing for one of the inclines to go here actually. And we can do that pretty much now. We won't actually have the incline because I have to pay for it. Oh, it's Christmas! Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Feliz Navidad. Yeah, I think that'll help. Is if we have like an actual reference for how much space it'll take up. I do have my little path and I think it's accurate, but it helps to actually have one that's placed there by the game. So, excuse me, sir, I would like an incline. And yeah, come to think of it, like looking at all the other ones, I could make an argument for the stone staircase being good for the museum, especially if I end up doing like stone paths, but I don't think I will. I think I want to go for a very like dusty, rustic vibe for everything. Stone staircase looks really good, but I'm a fan of the ramp. And something I also like to do if I have an area that's at the top of an incline, sometimes I like to set up like a wheelchair near the top. Because ramps are wheelchair friendly rather than stairs. So the idea is that like if somebody needs help getting up to the top, that is something they could use. You know what I mean? Even though I guess in Animal Crossing you don't really encounter any villagers that need a wheelchair, there is still a wheelchair furniture item. And it's kind of like a decorating hack that I like to use to make it feel more like this place is lived in and used by people. Now, hold on. Yeah, it takes up exactly the amount of space I thought, but let's imagine it. How would this look? Would this be sugoi? I think it would be pretty sugoi. I think I ate TBH. Yeah, no, I think this is good. I think this is perfect, actually. So we'll go ahead and put this one here. And we can have the other one to the right as our reference for how much space it'll take up. And we can start planning for the museum. Now, for the paths here, I want to use the dirt one just like I do everywhere else. I want to make use of this pattern pretty much everywhere. I don't plan to use another one. Unless I can find one that is like very imitative of the same style, but like the stones. I've definitely seen those before. Like the stone pattern from older Animal Crossing games. That'd be pretty nice. Yeah, what I'm thinking I want to do... I actually have a couple ideas for this, but... I want to do... like a dirt path that starts gradually right at the start of the stairs at the top here. And I want it to kind of like form a little bit of a circle. Maybe a little bit more of a circle, actually. Like this. Like so. No, no, no. Not like that. More like this. Have it close in a little bit. And then the same over here. And then that way... we have like a... kind of like a plaza type feel here, almost. But maybe not this exact. I'd need to like... I would need to mess it up a little bit. Make it a little bit more inconsistent on each side. But yeah, the idea there, if I just continue with this example, is that this gets closed in like that. And then this here. Oh, whoops. In fact, actually, it would be better if it was more like this. And then this bad boy. There's a cricket under the ground here, by the way. I don't know if you can hear it. It is directly under us. He's singing a song. The hills are alive with the sound of music. And then this continues this way. And then... like so. Or honestly, maybe more like this. Oh, oops. And then closing it out here. I'm making it symmetrical now for the demonstration of the idea, but I'll probably change it. Oh, whoops. And we fill that in. And then the idea is that you have a space here in the center that is grass for flowers and or a fountain. I guess not and or, because you probably couldn't fit both. I'm thinking flowers would be nice, just around the area. And then I'd have like a bench here, or a bench here, maybe, or here, or maybe they could be on the inside. And then the entrance is like here. This is where the museum goes. Actually, that could help us to have two. We can go ahead and grab the museum. I think I need to pay up front though. I see a gift in the distance, but I'm not going to claim it. Bing, 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 pong, bing, pong, bing, bing, pong, bing, 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 bing. All right. How much does it cost again? I think it's like 100, isn't it? It's expensive to move things. Oh, 10,000. Okay, maybe I'm misremembering how things work. We can do that. Blathers will say yes, because he loves me. He's obsessed. I built this museum from the ground up. Why, yes, of course I'm on board. Indeed, go forth and find us a place fitting for scientific wonder. Yeah, that's what I thought. I built this place from the ground up. Yeah, I think it'll be easier to imagine things if we can also imagine the museum rather than just placing spots on the ground to know where it will go. I can use my imagination like that, but I think it's easier for all of us to picture it this way. Could you imagine if they could say no? If they're like, I'm not feeling that spot. I want somewhere with more natural ambiance. Nah, I don't feel like it. That being said, this is kind of closed in, so I may actually want to make it even bigger. Yeah, if you have it here, it would look like this. Is the idea, right? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if this is enough. What a dilemma. Honestly, it might be enough. It would be... We could actually... Yeah, let's place a couple designs on the ground for it. Does it eat? Do you mean it? Do you think it eats? I don't know. I think it eats burgers is what it eats. G equals museum. Eats equals burgers. 8 equals burgers. Oh, no, wait. This is... Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so we can see how much space it'll take up like this if we do it this way. I realized that the whole point of grabbing the museum was that we didn't have to do this, but if we do it like this, we can also see it on the map before we commit to a spot. Side of the museum? That could be nice. Yeah, for sure. We'll have to do something on the side. Okay, let's see. Thinking emoji. Maybe a little bit further back, but having it like this makes it very round and circular is the thing. Doing this kind of shape. Maybe I could do... Maybe if I play around with the designs a little bit more first. For example, if I do... If I do like this. Give it a little bit of variety there. And then we close it out here instead. Or maybe more like this. And then... Oh, no, 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 no. Absolutely not. That is terrible. Kaelix, what are you thinking? Maybe more like on the inside is better to close it out. Do like this, maybe? That'd be more natural considering the way people are gonna walk. And then... Oh, I don't know. Maybe if I place the flowers first. Do like a ring around. Or maybe a fountain would be better. Yeah, doing this position does give me the most space behind to work with so that it doesn't take up the entire uppermost area with just the museum. But the museum is my favorite place to decorate. So I want it to be like a really highlighted spot. Maybe I should give it a little bit more space. Oh man, I almost want to like extend these and make them not symmetrical. I mean, yeah, like yes, symmetrical, but not identical to the size of the museum. I could extend them each out by 1. Do like a staircase here. And this one to the left. And then adjust the terraforming to match. So that the circle in the middle is like bigger around. But I feel like it takes up a pretty decent chunk of space anyway. Maybe I should just commit to this. Just need to think a little bit about how I want this to work. There would be a path. This path would actually continue to the left here. And it would continue into a forest. So there would also be like... kind of like this. Oh, whoops. Like this vibe. Oh, whoops. This vibe here. And then filled in over like here. And then a complete circle. Like so. Kind of. It would curve like around the museum. And then there'd be trees here. I could make a little spot here maybe to do something with. And then I could put benches here. There could be trees here on the edges. I think I see the vision. I also considered having a path on the right side, having like a little skinny spot here to travel around, but I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Aw. Oh, man. It's so tough to decide these things. Filling this in may help a little bit with the vision. We got our path. It's difficult because what really makes paths like these work is covering them and surrounding them with items. Okay, hold on. Let me imagine. Let me use my thinking cap. Oh, it's actually one bigger than that. It's by 4. I was like 3 or 4, right? 7 by 3 or 4. It's 7 by 4. Such a big building. I think that's fine. Yeah, I think we can work with that. I think. Oh, I don't know. Ah, I can't commit. I don't know. Did I eat that? I don't know. I don't know. The trees would definitely help, yeah. And this would be the area where it's almost at the equator of the island. You wouldn't really call it an equator, but like the middle line. So that's where I would gradually transition to only using the spruce trees instead of a mix of both. Yeah, flowers are definitely very important in making it work. All right, let's commit to it. Okay. This is where it will go. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Boop, 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 boop. And we can honestly start decorating a little bit too. I wish I would have ordered items ahead of time. I ordered the items that I thought I would decorate with ahead of time for the... What is it? The entry area. But I did not do that today. But we can actually buy a lot of the items that I want to use here. Something I love about the aesthetic that we're going with for the island is that most of the items for it are accessible as like the public furniture items that you order through the Nook stop. Nook shopping, I think. Special goods? No, not shopping. Ooh, I want this though. This item is so nostalgic to me, the tape deck speaker, because this is the one you have in like Wild World and City Folk as your first speaker pretty much every time. Natsukashi. Any promotions that I've missed? I'm so excited for the Zelda items to come to this game and the villagers. Nook Miles is what I meant. Okay, I need to look through the furniture. Which of these would be good for a museum to have? Okay, we could buy these two. Oh, but I can only buy 5 things a day, right? Is there a limit to the things I get with Nook Miles rather than the orders through the shop? I know it's 5 orders through the shop a day. Oh, man. Is there no limit? So I could just go crazy and buy as many for these? Okay, in that case, I'll get 4 stalls now. Let's get 3 more. So that way we can decorate the market area next time as well. Oh wait, they're recipes. I just got 2. Oh, what a waste. Maybe Zeal doesn't have one. Or Sable. I didn't realize I was buying a recipe. Oh, that's annoying. I build it. I forgot. I'm in the wrong section for that. Because there's also this section where you just order the items. Oh, that's so annoying. That's so expensive. Ah. And I'm over it. And then I'm normal. Okay. I think... So this is the fountain I was talking about. I think this is a good fit for the museum, personally. I think it just looks nice. It suits the vibe. So we'll get this. Oh, my miles. I want a refund. Can I give it back? Okay, a clock would be nice to have, maybe. The park items in general are really suited to the... Oh, this is the thing I was talking about. The tourist telescope. We were talking about, like, I called them rigged binoculars earlier. This is what I was talking about. I like having these set up throughout the island in certain spots. Make it, like, tourism friendly. Oh, I don't know. There are so many things to consider. I don't know. Okay, think. Think. I think the bench I was talking about is one I have to build. So I could actually do that now. I might as well grab the clock. Topiaries? I don't know about the topiaries for this one. Not necessarily too modern, but I think it's a little too clean. I want it to feel a little unkept. Like, I want the museum to be like slightly cleaner than the other areas, because, you know, Blather's a proper prim type. He would keep his space clean. And it is like a public area, but even the public areas, I want them to be a little weathered. Just a little bit. A little messy. I want it to feel super rural, and a big part of that just means things are a little dirty and a little, like, unkempt. They're not fully tidied up. Yeah, okay. I'm sick. I cannot believe I got 2 recipes. Devastating. Give me my miles. Give me 2,000. I need a 2,000 mile refund. Ah. Nah, I've got a regular one sitting here that I can't use. I got a recipe that... And then I'm normal. I'm over it. That is beneath me. It is not worth it for me to sit and whine and mope. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, I wanted to see... I may not have enough wood to continue doing that, but I wanted to see if I have the bench that I'm talking about. There's like an iron wood garden chair, or like bench, that I want to have for the museum that I think would look really nice. I may not have the recipe yet, so I'll have to wait. Honestly, there's one that's like this, an iron garden bench, I think it's called. It's like, it's 1x2. It'd be nice to have. But I specifically want the one that is iron and wood. Yeah, I don't think I have the one I want right now. I'll have to keep playing till I find the recipe. Now this is dangerous because he's really close to the river. If he lands anywhere near that river, he'll just fall in. I'm gonna catch it, and it's gonna be super cool. And you'll say, wow, Kaelix, you're so cool and dependable. And I'll say, yeah, all in a day's work. And everybody will cheer. Ha ha! Yeah, all in a day's work. And everyone cheered, but I didn't cheer. I stood up and I started yelling, "This isn't what happened last week. Have you all got amnesia? We've been scammed. We've been cheated. They just cheated us. It isn't fair. He didn't get out of the cock-a-doodie car." Sorry, misery mention. Can I get like a misery mention counter on Twitter? Can I get one of those too? Can somebody do that? That's what I really need. This isn't what happened last week. Have you all got amnesia? They just cheated us. It isn't fair. He didn't get out of the cock-a-doodie car. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted to do. What was I gonna do? We can have a pet tarantula now. Customize. I want to see how this can look. I think dark brown is the way. And then we can do a variety of these. Oh, and we could also do custom designs. And transparency is included. So I could make my own little, like... I can make my own little... What would you even call it? My own little... design for the thing that hangs over. Like this. With the little curves. I'll do this one for now. Yeah, a rusted metal roof would be cool, right? Make it look like it's deteriorated a little bit. Now that is my style. I got an electric guitar, by the way. I really like this one because it resembles a guitar that my favorite guitarist uses. Oh, and I customized my mushroom one, so it's white now. I like making these out of wood because I think they look cute. Awning, thank you. That is the word I was looking for earlier when we were talking about the market stall. I was trying to figure out how to say awning. All right, you get a little friend. My little guy. I love their little legs. They're so pretty. Who's my favorite guitarist? Nisho. Oh, wait! Wait! Awesome. Oh, wait, did I successfully stop this, by the way? Did this grow all the way to completion? What did I do wrong? Aw, man, this is supposed to be short. Wait! Okay. Wait! Aw, man. Oh, does it specifically have to be a fruit sapling? Aw, man, I mixed up the wait! Sorry. Every time I hear the sound of a shooting star, I get kind of stressed out. So it has to be a fruit sapling to stop the tree from growing. I thought it was any sapling. I didn't know that. I was like, why are my trees not frozen? That was another thing I did. That was another thing I did off stream, and they're not frozen. No. NIJISA, as in like secret. It's a secret. NIJISA Leo. Kimitsu desu. I see. I guess I'll have to go back and do the frozen trees again. You can freeze the growth of any tree, but apparently you specifically have to use a fruit sapling to freeze the growth of that tree. You can't just use any old sapling to do it. Wait, is it too late for me to go to the store? I just realized, oh my god, I've got 5 minutes to shop for clothes. Give me my swag. I haven't seen the clothes store yet today. This is a crisis. Let me in. I don't care about my hat. Just take it off. Just take it off. Just take it off my head. I'm going in. Oh my god. I don't even have time to think about it. Oh, I love the pea coat. I'm going to get this one. And maybe also this one or this one. And then I'm going to... I'll figure that out later. Oh my god, the Explorer shorts. I love these. I love these. I'm so happy. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so stressed out. Oh, and the beret. Ah! I'll get this one. And then oh man. Oh no. I don't have enough time. There are 4 minutes. I don't have enough time. Okay. Ooh. One more. At least. It's gonna be okay. No, it's not. All my clothes in my wardrobe are for summer and spring. I need more fall winter clothes. I'm gonna swag recession in Animal Crossing because I went too long without playing. You know, I might as well just use the ticket on this one. I kind of also want this. It reminds me of a jacket I wore in Splatoon 1. Oh my gosh. Do I also want any of these? No. No, I do not. Yeah, everything's calm. Everything's cool. Everything's collected. Festive tree dress? No, thank you. Shawl and dress combo? No. Maybe I'll grab a bathrobe, though. Just in case there's like a time when I want to wear that. Did I get the black one? I guess I could also get the yellow one. And or the white one would be a good fit for a lot of things. I'll start with the white one. I've got these glasses already. Okay. Almost there. We've still got 3 minutes. 2.5 minutes, actually. I just need the bathrobe. Still shop as long as you're inside. Oh, yeah, they don't kick you out, do they? Or no, I think that's only when you have... Well, that's only when you're on another player's island, I think. When you're on your own island, I think they're like, okay, that's enough. Get out of our shop! I grabbed white last time, right? So yellow's the one that I don't have. Do I want any of these? Top hat is a good fit for my vampire costume. We could grab that too. It works on my island too. Don't I have to have a guest? I feel like I remember them kicking me out. That's what I remember. Maybe I'm misremembering. I could grab a sweater. Grab this one. That's a nice fit. Nice colors. I grab this one. And I'll go ahead and grab a hat for my vampire costume. Is there anything I need that I don't have? I don't know. I'm so scared. I don't know. This stuff is that serious to me, so. Yeah, okay, we'll go with that. Wait, does that jacket say Japan on it? Thing Japan? Nihon no jaketo. It says Japan on it. Nihon no jaketo ni. Wait, let me talk to my girl.
Oh, Kaelix, I was hoping you'd come by today. I made a new pattern fabric for you to try out on your custom furniture. Here you go. Thank you, ma'am.
This is my bestie.
I made these special for you. I hope you have some fun with them. Thank you.
Oh. Wait, they're not kicking me out. When did they do that? I thought they kicked you out. I thought they kicked you out at this time. Oh, man. Well, I guess I misremembered. That's kind of embarrassing, TBH. Wait, look at her little Christmas tree. Oh, that's so cute. I love their little store. It's so cute. This is what it looks like when I stand next to normal size Christmas trees because I'm huge. I'm so tall. This is to scale. Steal a Christmas tree. I would not do that. I am not the Grinch. However, I love the Grinch. Just to be clear, I think the Grinch is my favorite Christmas thing or character ever. I think he's so good. I want the book. It's a cute furniture item. Do I put the star on top of the tree? I actually have a tradition that you may think is very me with my family. We always were either like a star or angel family on top of the tree. We would do one or the other. And there was one year where my mom had an angel that she was attached to that we had used for several years, but it wasn't working right. The wiring in it was broken and it wasn't lighting up, and she was really, really sad about it. She's like, I guess we'll just have to go without it this year. And then I put one of my monkeys up there temporarily, and she laughed at it really hard. And it was a really, really sweet moment where she was really sad about not having the thing she wanted on the tree. But even though the monkey was just supposed to be temporary, it ended up being like the whole Christmas season that year. And this is several years back. This is like 4 or 5 years ago. And ever since then, I pick out a different monkey to go on top of the tree from my collection of plush monkeys. Sometimes I do too. This year there are 2 up there. Yeah. So instead of like an angel or a star on the tree, I put up a Christmas monkey. I always thought that was really sweet. I guess I could sell the wheat maybe, or I need to make room in my inventory for something. Nah, I think I'll just have to put stuff into my inventory. I could sell the stall recipe. Nook miles for bells. It's not worth it. Already chosen the Christmas monkey for this year? Yes, it's 2 monkeys. There's one white one and one red one, and the white one is really small and short. And they're like wrapped around, so it looks like the red one is holding the white one. It's really cute, actually. Yeah, it's a fun tradition in my family that started a few years back. It's kind of silly, but I think it's cute. And it came from like a sweet moment, so it is very nostalgic to me, even if it's only a few years old. Can we also be on top of a tree? You know what I'm gonna say. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson? Funny. You're not a monkey. I don't know what kind of fantasy you have, but... Alright, let's claim some of these. Hey, if you want to sit on top of a tree and if you think you can stay up there for a while, then you're free to try. I think it would be very uncomfortable and short-lived, however, so would not recommend it. Yeah, I think it would be better not to put a grown person on top of the tree. That would be pretty dangerous. Okay, alright. Lock in. Do you see the vision? I just need 4 more. Told you could be anything. Yeah, and you chose to be a belt, so I don't know what you're complaining about. I don't... I'm just saying. Your name is Belt, so... Oh, I'm getting flashbacks to Poop Fart. That was such a funny moment. Sorry, Sorry, no shame, no shade. I didn't mean it. You just make it so easy sometimes, and I can't help it. I can't resist the urge, you know, to choose violence. Oh man, that was such a funny moment. Well, your name is Poop Fart, so... Not gonna lie, I ate. Man, the streamer. That's not how that works. I'm afraid that's not how that works. Okay, no, we're not playing this game. You can't just do this every time you want to stick it to me, okay? This isn't how you do that. All right? It's not cool. I might change this, but this is what I'm thinking. Oh, but I feel like it's too square. We could do it like this instead. I know, this is not how you stick it to me. No, stop. You know, every time I see this happen, I actually flash back to something that I experienced once. I went to this one event. I think I mentioned that I had an event that I went to once where they taught me fine dining and also basic ballroom dancing, how to lead. I think I mentioned and talked about this briefly in the past at one point. One of the other things they had a presentation on leadership. They had a presentation on leadership and what it means to be a leader and how to like have something work as a group of people. And the way they explained it was that the first person to do something is important, right? They're the one that's out there making a change, right? But the most important person to a movement is actually the second and then the third person to join in. That is where it becomes something legitimate that other people aren't scared to participate in. I think about that every time. I just flash back. So, don't encourage it for this. However, if you ever see somebody out there doing something completely by themselves and without anybody else around them and you think, oh man, I wish I could do that, but I don't want to look crazy. If you join in, somebody else will join in, and then you've got a big crowd of people doing it. Yeah, That's how you start a movement of any kind. The second and then the third person are the most important people to any movement. Oh my god, we're balling. Do you see him? Did you see that? My strat is infallible, but only if I do it right. And that may be a bit of a funny way to say that, but you know what I mean. Stop. All right. Oh, 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 oh. Ah, ah. Oh, that was close. There we go. Oh. He almost got me. That was so scary. Did you see that? My life just flashed before my eyes. Get though. I'm so cool and dependable. Yeah. Just all in a day's work. No need to thank me. He almost clocked me. Clock it, sis. Oh yeah, I wanted to use this statue as a decoration. I forgot about that. I want to consider that for the museum too. Excuse me, sir. I've got a gift for you. I've got a present. He's gonna love this. Look what I got. A tarantula! What a wretched thing. Alas, I am obliged to ask. Would you like to learn more about this specimen? Please tell me everything you know and hold it right in front of your face as you do it for several seconds. As giant spiders go, the tarantula is said to be quite docile. But have you ever seen such foul fuzziness? It is a fact. Tarantulas have barbed belly hair. I say again, barbed belly hair. These awful arachnids let loose their spiky, itchy hairs to protect themselves from predators. But seeing how tarantulas also prey on frogs, mice, and even birds, one must ask, who needs protecting from whom? Who indeed? So cool. Don't owls eat spiders? This guy's different. He just likes fish. This owl is a little scared of bugs. Because when he was a student, when he was still young, when he was a fledgling academic. This is a story he tells in one of the other Animal Crossing games, I think. I don't remember when he told me this, but he told me in one of the games that when he was younger, he had a research case full of bugs that like cracked open at one point and they crawled all over his stuff and it was really scary for him. And that's why he has a long-lasting phobia of bugs. Yeah, some Blather's backstory. There was like an isolated event that gave him a post-event reaction. I would not call it PTSD, but it is something like PTSD for him, I think. It just gave him a fear. That's his lore. That's why he's scared of bugs. It's kind of funny, though. In this game, it's not as strong, but in other games, whenever you'd give him a fish, he'd be like, I'm going to eat this. I'm salivating just holding this in my hand. It was kind of a funny gap. It was like with bugs, he'd be like, get this wretched thing away from me before I start crying. With fish, it'd be like, this is delicious. I want to eat this right now. I'm going to swallow it when you look away. And then the one that he was interested in was dinosaurs and fossils. He just had like a deeply vested interest in fossils. Wait, is this real? Do we know if this is fake or not? Because maybe past Kaelix set it out so that future Kaelix would donate it, and then I forgot. If it's real, we'll just donate it, but I think it would also make a nice decoration. Is it real? I think it's fake. Yeah, it's fake. Okay. Oh, it's the leg position in this game. See, that one confuses me because in another Animal Crossing game that statue exists, but it's not the leg position, it's the wings. My memory of what the fake one looks like is that it has bat wings. Yeah, it has like leather wings, like a devil instead of an angel. Yeah, we could use this to decorate too. It's a worthwhile thing to consider. We could put it like right here. I don't know though. It's kind of tough. I think I may wait until we have both inclines here and more furniture to properly decorate this place. Well, we accomplished our first goal, which was to find a place for the museum. Reason that is so important is because the current location of the museum is really inconvenient for all the other things I want to work on. It's like right here. The moment this is gone, this gives us all of this space to clean up and to figure out a plan for. And once we've done that, we can actually figure out where we want the tailor shop to go long term, because we were planning for it to be here, right? And then I can connect these, so I'll have a very big chunk. And then the only thing that's left for me to terraform after I've done that will be this little chunk right here where all the houses are temporarily. Yeah. Pretty exciting. Tanoshimi. Ah, yeah, I could put it in between the flowers in the center. Or I could put it in front. I could do it like that. Hold on. It could go right here in front of them. Like this. Oh, no, it's too much. I don't know. It would make a nice centerpiece, though. I'm thinking more and more that the flowers might be better for, like, around here. I'll just go ahead and plant these temporarily here so I can use them later. Just have them in the area, because I know that I'll want to use them. I just don't know how I want to use them yet. But I know I want that to be the general palette for flowers, is white and yellow chrysanthemums. And when they are in a pattern, I want it to be yellow in the center. Planning to time travel to move buildings. I'm open to it because I know other talents have done that, but I personally like to wait, and I'm content to wait. There's a lot that we can do without time traveling, and we can still make really good progress without it. So I haven't time traveled to move anything yet, I think. I think I did it once, but only to get different hair because I was playing really actively and I really wanted the hair that I have now. But in order to get the hairstyle that I have that looks most like my hair, like in real life outside of Animal Crossing, in order to get hair like this, you have to not play the game for like 2 or 3 weeks. And at the time, I was just not going to do that. So I time traveled for that, but otherwise, no. Looking for other flowers. I might opt to include some. I love hyacinth. That's one of my favorite flowers. I love the way that roses look as well. I love white roses. But I don't know. But in general, I want the chrysanthemum to be kind of like the quote-unquote official flower for Sarumaru. Even if it isn't like the exact native one that shows up, I want it to be the one that is most heavily associated with it. Yeah, we could use this in this area. That's a choice. I think this will be easier to figure out, though, when we... Whoa. I'm seeing, like, the pattern on the wing there. I think this will be easier to figure out in general when we have more furniture here and when the museum and the inclines are done. Because something else I was talking about, you may remember, I'm thinking of doing a cemetery nearby. And while this is an okay decoration for the museum, it is an excellent S tier, like 5-star golden platinum rarity ranking decoration for a cemetery. So we could use it there. And that could honestly be where this path leads. It could be connected to the museum. That's something I considered, actually. Just having like a path here to the right as well to lead to the cemetery. It'd be really nice. I think I have to spend more of my money. I'll do it later. So what we can do now is we can connect these so that we can start planning around the museum a little bit more. I'm excited for that, though. I think that'll be a really pretty area. It'll be one of my favorites. I think we've talked about it before. I think cemeteries are generally seen as a very gloomy and sad place, but there's something about it that I personally find really pretty and really relaxing. I really like walking through them and pondering. I don't know if that's like creepy or something, but that's just how I feel. I enjoy it. For me, rather than a place of death, it is a place of life. And whenever I'm near them, or just whenever they're on the topic, I have a lot that I end up thinking about. And I do walk out feeling better, if that makes sense. Yeah. It's very peaceful, right? And I think that's by design. Well-kept cemeteries are peaceful to walk through. Honestly, even those that are not very well-kept, I think there's something honestly even prettier about that when it's not fully maintained. There's just something about it. Maybe that's just me, though. It's very reasonable if it's something that kind of puts you off or is like a less comfortable space. That's very normal. But I've always liked them. I'm trying to figure out how I want this to work. Because there's this path here to the right as well. Maybe what I could do is I could do a ladder going up. Ooh, I know how I want to do it. Okay, I see it in my head. I'm connecting the dots in my brain. It'll be easier to explain when I've placed all of these. I'm forming the ideas. Okay. Is it still open on the left? Yeah, okay. I couldn't remember if I did that already. All right, so here's... Oh, whoops. I need to fill this in too. So here's the idea. I round this out to match the edge, but then it opens up a little bit over here. And then on this side, next to the museum to the right, maybe there are trees. And here, there's a ladder. And the cemetery is directly behind the museum. If I go back to the map, it'd be like... Because I know I want it to be in that general area. If I do have a cemetery, I want it to be at the bottom end of the like the forested spot. I could do it like right here. Have it be kind of small, but like fence it, gate it a little bit so that it's connected to the museum in a way. And then there'd be like a little ladder that could lead to it rather than a full incline. That way I could be a little conservative with the number of inclines I'm using because I can't use that many. There's a limit to them. And I feel like it's very easy for me to run out because I love them. I think they are such a valuable tool in decorating. And I still need to save at least one for here. I need one over here. I need one over here. I need one over here. Will I have enough? Hold on. I've got 1, 2, 3 already. We'll need 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll need 8. I have 8, right? 8 slots that I could do. Can I do 8? I think I can do 8. I think it's 8. It used to not be, but I think they raised it. It might even be 10 now. I might be mixing it up. I can't remember. 10 max? Okay, yeah. So that used to be 8, but then they raised it to 10, right? Yeah, so we're awesome. We're good to go. We got nothing to worry about. Just to make this a little bit less rigid, though, I think I'm gonna make one of these like this. Match it to the general shape of the first level. Pretty nice, pretty tasteful. Okay. Yeah, so if I can do 10, we'll be just fine. I still have to be careful and not throw them around recklessly because I will still run out if I'm not careful, but that is helpful. All right. Awesome. I'm just making sure it's consistent with what I'm imagining. It's one thing when you're drawing on the map, like I like to do, and blueprinting, but it's another when you're actually walking through it. It makes it so much easier to know how much space you actually have to work with. Because I considered having that be a neighborhood before as well, and I may still do that. I may not do the cemetery idea, or I may move the cemetery somewhere else. There's a lot to consider. I do think near the museum would be a really good place for it, though. So far, so good, I think. All right. So indefinitely we'll be in terraforming purgatory. Different island levels remind you of a tiered cake. It is kind of like a tiered cake, isn't it? You could make a cake out of my island. That'd be pretty cute, actually. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine a tiered cake that is structured to be like a map recreation of an island in Animal Crossing? That would be possible. It'd be really meticulous to make it, but that'd be kind of cute for like an Animal Crossing themed party, for example, or like a birthday. When Sarumaru is finished, would I be open to visiting other islands? I'm not sure. I know that other livers do it. I don't know if I would like to do it. I definitely would like to visit dream addresses, at least. I just get a little nervous when it comes to that, because when you visit another island or when you host somebody at your island, your villagers will talk about the people that you visited or that have visited you. And that makes me nervous a little bit, to tell you the truth. It's a bit different. I am very curious and eager to see it, and it would be okay, but it makes me nervous. Yeah, it's a little bit more difficult to control on my end. It would be very unfortunate if it caused a villager to say something bad. Or if, like, I don't know. There are a few things to that make me hesitate. It would be fun, though. It would be fun, though, and it's something that I've thought about. At the very least, I can go to Dream Islands in the future. That'd be something I could do, for sure. It's something I've thought about a lot. I was talking about that earlier, too. I was talking about how... Because Vox started playing recently, and within his first day of playing, he was showered in gifts and money because he opened to the kindred. Think they're going to say something weird? Kind of, yeah. They very much could, and I wouldn't be able to stop it. And then on the flip side, there's also, like... I don't know, because it's such a small lobby that you can have at once, and I would not be able to do it often, there's always going to be somebody who's left out. And I don't like that either. And then villagers talking about it kind of serves as a reminder that somebody was left out too. That's the biggest part of it for me. I was going to avoid mentioning it, but that is how I really feel. That's the biggest part of it. Now, if I could have like 30 open at once and have no villager talk about it ever again, That'd be different. That'd be a bit easier. But I may change my mind. I'm not like locked into it, but don't expect it and don't look forward to it too much. Is what I mean to say, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. I'm a bit allergic to receiving that kind of gift, especially in Animal Crossing. Because I know that if I do, I'll be showered, and I can always just say no, but it's weird to say no in that position. So there's also this part of me that just wants to like never put myself in a position to receive that kind of stuff ever. So that way it just doesn't have to happen. You know what I mean? I enjoy playing the game and doing the things as I'm intended to do them. Yeah. Oh, that's reasonable. I would love to see other islands though. So I think doing it through dream addresses is a way that I can make that happen. But they would love to give me... See, that's exactly... I know that. I know that's true. And that's why I don't want it to happen. Because I know it... I don't want people to like... I don't want to give somebody an opportunity to gift me something and then me say no. Right? That'd be uncomfortable for everybody. So my way of working around it is to just not be in a position where I can be given the gift in the first place. That's the most merciful way that I know to do it, because I feel bad otherwise. That's just the way it works in my head, though. That could be like a Kaelix issue. It could just be an issue with my mindset. Because I've always had a bit of a problem with receiving gifts, not just in Animal Crossing, but like in real life. I struggle a little bit with receiving kindness, and it's something that I've been really, to tell you the truth, I've been really struggling to get used to it since this new job. Like obviously people have been kind to me my whole life. I've had people that were nice to me and that cared about me, but you know, this position is very different than anything I experienced prior, and it's something I've struggled to adjust to. More than feeling guilty, though, it's more like I feel very thankful. So you don't have to worry or anything. Wah, I'm so congested. Wah, wah, wah. My nose has been so stopped and plugged lately, more than ever. It's been such a hassle. I just hope I can conquer it completely before next week. I don't want to sound all stuffy if I sing again. I say if, but when I sing again. Hee wink. Send you my congestion. You know what? I will. I've said it this way before. If I can tank periods for people every single day, the least you can do in return is to tank my congestion. Take all of my mucus for me. Get better. I don't even know it. I don't think it's that I'm sick per se. I do need to get better in terms of my vocal stamina. That is something I'm still struggling to get back, but I'm not sick anymore. I just have like a kind of a weak constitution, and I'm very vulnerable to recoil whenever I get sick. So even though I was sick multiple months ago now, I'm still grappling with it. You don't want my mucus? You got a problem with my mucus? You don't want it? You were so enthusiastic about it before I said that. What's wrong? Huh? What's the deal? Have you changed your mind? Have you decided that you hate me and would rather that I just suffer? Do you hate me? Who wants that? You did, didn't you? I thought we were on the same page. We all suffer? Okay. So I get to deal with both the period and the mucus. I see how it is. No, I mean, it makes sense. Todo es culpa de Kaelix, right? It's all my fault, so I deserve everything. That's just how the world works. Yeah, it's okay. I accept it. I accept my role in making this world a slightly better place. If I can make the tiniest difference, I'll be satisfied. You'll take the sniffles? Oh, so you will take my mucus. I just think we should make up our minds. I think it's so awesome and cool to commit to a decision. Why do I say it like that? Because that's my problem. My problem is that I have a surplus of mucus and it is like it's plugging my nose. And it gives me difficulties in singing and speaking. And so I'm now singing and speaking less. It's such a problem, and I don't know how to solve it completely. The best thing I know how to do is just a number of things that kind of slap band-aids over it and make it slightly less bad. I'm not wordsmithing. Do you hate me? Allergies? It probably is. I think it's that and a combination of the climate. Because it gets really cold this time of year, which means that the air is really dry, and I'm running an electric heater to warm it up, which makes the air super dry. And the drier the air is, the more like weak your nasal cavity is to basically everything on Earth, and it's complicated. It's a complicated cocktail of everything that could make me super congested. Yeah, I'm not sick. I'm just super congested. I would not give you my sickness, even if I could. However, I think you can handle congestion. You can have that if you want it. I won't ask you to do it, but I will let you have it if you insist. Humidifier, I run one every night when I sleep, and I also have a vocal humidifier now. Yeah, I run a humidifier overnight. Anything you could or might think to suggest, I've already thought of and probably am doing. I think my only choice is to... the truest solution is just going to be to get somebody to change my nose. I was talking about this before. Do they have like rhinoplasty where your nose looks exactly the same and they don't change the way you look at all, but they just go in and like scoop it clean? I would love that. I would love it if they'd like open my nasal cavity without touching the way my nose looks. Because I actually really like my nose. I think I have a cute nose. That'd be awesome. Can I get surgery on my nose where they clean up the inside and they do nothing to the outside? Wouldn't be able to smell anymore. Okay, I'd hate that. I love being able to smell. Nasal flush? No, can they like do something forever? Can they do like a permanent scoop clean? Needs to be redone every few years. Ah, what a hassle. Can I just like get a one and done? Is there anybody that can do that? Or like, maybe rather than a surgeon, what I need is a wizard. Can I like have somebody cast a spell? Or can I maybe go to like an Etsy witch? Can I get like an Etsy witch to cast a spell so that I'm not congested anymore? Asking for miracles. Okay. Maybe I should just give up. Let's all give up. It's always okay to give up. It is always acceptable to give up. I put a spell on you because you're mine. Stop the things you do. Watch out! I lied. I love that song. That was my favorite one. I was happy that I was able to do a decent job on it, even though I was really sick. Yeah, I can't stand no running around. I can't stand. I know, put me down. It's just so fun. Such a fun song. I put a spell on you. So catchy. Anyhow, I don't care if you don't want me. I'm yours right now. Audio jungle. Audio jungle. Audio jungle. Sorry, that was too much. I'm not trying to get hit with a rock. No more. Audio jungle. Audio jungle. Audio jungle. Purchase your tracks today. As my mucus singing the song, I don't care if you don't want me, I'm yours right now. Stop. No, literally, that's my mucus right now. Stop the things you do. Ha 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 ha. Watch out, I ain't lying. Yeah, that's my mucus. Stopping the things I do. Oh. Yeah, do you remember when we used to do karaoke? Do you remember when that was a thing we did? I miss it so bad. I'll go back to doing it regularly eventually. It'll still take me some time. But I'm getting a little better every day, thankfully. Just a lot slower than I projected. My estimation was off by over a month so far. Potentially more. Yeah, I'm planning to do one next week. I'm pretty excited for it. I think you'll really like the theme too. I think it's something you'll probably be really excited about. And there's a twist. I probably won't tease the set list for next week though. I think for next week all I'll give you is the theme. But I won't tell you now. I'll tell you on Saturday maybe. Yeah, 200k stuff should be good to happen next week, as planned. I should not have to delay anymore. It'll still be relatively simplified compared to what I wanted to do for my birthday, but I'll be able to do a little bit more. Something I've been working on for a while is good to go as well, thankfully. Archived, yes. But I won't tell you anything else about it. That being said, I would love it if you could be there when it happens. It will be archived, but there will be something special about being there in the moment for this one, even if it is archived. So if you can be free for it, I highly recommend it when the time comes. It'll be pretty cool. No further words on the karaoke. I'll talk about it more later this week and then when we get into next week. We're late enough in this week where I think I'm just not going to release my schedule for this week, by the way. I'm just going to commit to telling you about my schedule in words. But because of that, that makes it a little bit easier. I think instead of releasing my schedule for this week, because it's already pretty late for that, I think I'm just going to start working on next week's schedule so that I can release it a little early. Like have my schedule ready Saturday night would be pretty nice. I used to do that on debut, do you remember? Scaretta, look, we did it. We filled it up. So that means we can experiment a little bit more with how the museum will work. Yeah, I do appreciate that whenever I give you a schedule in words on a stream, you do take what time it takes to distribute it online. I appreciate that. It's very helpful to me. If I ever don't release a schedule, it's because I'm super busy and I'm getting cooked by my schedule. Like my schedule, not the one that's published. So it's always a big help to me. Yeah, back in the golden days, we had karaoke regularly. We had schedules every week. We had Zelda every Sunday. I'm a changed man. I feel like I'm not even me anymore. I'm somebody else. All right, so the way this could work is we could do trees coming out this way. We could have a little cemetery here, fence it in. Have trees around that. By this point, where are we on the map? We're past the middle, so it would be all spruce. It would be all spruce for this area. I don't know how far to the left I want it to go exactly. We may need to do more work before we can know. Youngest person ever talking about the old days. I'm 4 years old. You are the youngest person ever. I'm an adult, by the way. I'm not 4 years old. It's a meme. Please be nice to my channel. Yeah, here's the idea for these, by the way, now that I have one. We'll place 2 on each side. And on the market stalls, we'll put these. Just various things for sale. It could be art, it could be bugs. In fact, I'll put a tarantula on here. Maybe this is better. I'm 4 years old. Wonder if that video is an edited cut. I think he did say you are the youngest person ever to be on this show, is what he said, I think. So he did say that, asterisk, like there's an asterisk, but there was more. It's cut out of context, I think. You are the youngest person ever to be on this show. That part is in parentheses. It would be, could you imagine if he was just like, you are the youngest person ever? That'd be pretty funny. But no, I don't think that's how that went. I don't know how I want to do this exactly, but yeah, we'll have 2 on each side, and then we'll have little items here strewn about as well. So it'll be kind of like a black marketplace kind of moment leading to the illegal boat where you buy your illegal forged artworks. Because you're a criminal participating in crime for the betterment of your museum to monopolize all of these works of art from around the world. Ah! Excuse me. Let me grab a tissue. I'm gonna blow my nose, but you're not gonna get to hear it. I'm gonna mute for it, and you're gonna be so sad. You're gonna be like, no, Kaelix, please. Please unmute so I can hear. I'm gonna say no. For free? No. You don't get it at all. All right. I hate it so much. I hate blowing my nose. I hate when it comes to this. I hate when it comes to this. Let's have some tea. I'm gonna have a big sip of my tea. If you got a beverage on hand, you should get hydrated too, all right? Blown food out of my nose? No. Absolutely not. But I think I've had a beverage come out of my nose before. I think I laughed while I was having milk when I was a kid one time and it came out of my nose. Or like I coughed or something because something made me laugh. Something like that. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had food come out of my nose. That's pretty crazy. Am I okay? Well, I was 7 years old. It has been many years since that day. So. Okay, I don't know what to do next. I still need to wait for some things to move before we can continue. Thinking emoji. We could, nah. Well, we could start terraforming this area again. Yeah, we could fill this in too. Just make today a turbo terraform day. I think we're ready for this now. Kind of crazy. I never thought the day would come. Think, think, think. I've been so addicted to saying that lately. Think, think, think. Think, think, think. Yo, ready for this? Yeah, we can clean this up a little bit. Think, think, think. All right. Do I have anything to eat? Maybe. Nope. Oh yeah, I have a soda. Give me that. All right. It makes me think of the time that me and Maria said it at the same time. That was such a cute moment. Where do you think you're going, Buster? 見つけた。幸せ見つけました。So goofy. I love playing up that that stalker shtick every time I catch bugs. It's so funny to me. 幸せ見つけました。Oh my gosh. Yeah. What do the fish get? The fish, when it's a fish, it's role reversal. If it's a fish, then they're scaring me and saying creepy things to me. 見つけた。It's kind of funny. I unironically love that kind of seiyuu work though. I love seiyus that do characters like that. I love characters who say creepy or mean things in a really gentle and pretty voice. I want what they have. But I catch them? No, see, that's the thing. When I'm catching fish, I'm not. I always mess it up. That's why they're the ones saying scary things to me. They're like, you're never gonna get me. And I feel like, I don't know, I just imagine them calling me stupid and pathetic personally, but maybe that's just me. Maybe that's a Kaelix problem. I'm not very good at catching fish in this game. I get stressed out and I always pull early. And it's such a bad thing when I'm streaming it, especially compared to when I'm playing off stream, because like I said, when I play on stream, there is a tiny bit of latency. It's a fraction of a second. It used to be a full second, but now it's a fraction of a second. But when you're fishing, that is still too long for certain fish. You have to kind of anticipate it. Yeah, the only thing I'm catching is strays. I'm always catching the stray. I just get nervous. I get nervous. I think I'm going to miss it, and then I do it early, and then I miss it because I went too early. Because it didn't bite yet. I just get nervous. There's a lot of pressure, okay? There are so many fish in this game that you basically only find once or twice. and they're so difficult to make them show up, and I don't know. I hate missing that opportunity because I love having a complete museum. I want to finish my museum, and I want to bring all the other people that play Animal Crossing to the museum on a little date. I just think it's so pretty to walk into a museum and have it be filled with bugs and fish of every kind and fossils. Fossil's easy. I always get fossil. I usually get fossil before the first year of gameplay is over. In pretty much every Animal Crossing game. It's the super easy one, but fishing and catching bugs, it's a bit harder. I'm doing so much labor today. A single mom who works 2 jobs, who loves her kids and never stops. Hardest is the art. It absolutely is. That is #1 most difficult thing to cultivate for the museum, is collecting the art. Because it's like, you can get maybe 1 piece a week if you're lucky, and you have to get it right when you do it. And there will be some days where even if you work perfectly, even if you don't make a single mistake, it'll still like not be possible some weeks because it'll only show you ones that you already have. It takes 1 billion years to organically do the museum for art. He does sell art at the Market Island, so that makes it easier in this game. But even then, you have to buy something from him every day, including fake stuff, to really make the most out of it. Because he rotates his pieces weekly, except for when he's replacing one that you've already bought. And you've only got 2 to pick from there, instead of 4. So it's still pretty hard. It's just a little bit easier. And you have to be super active to make it happen. Market Island? Yeah, Harvey's Island. In fact, we're due for a visit. I don't think I've been yet this week, so we should go check what they have there. Let's go to Harvey's Island after I finish this. That could be our next errand for the day. All right. Awesome. It's coming together. Do you see the island is gradually becoming 1 level? We've still got some work to do before it's like 100% there, but it's still, honestly, we are closer to the finish line for terraforming than we are to the start now. We're over halfway there, I think. We've done most of the hard stuff already. I'm so proud. I'm so excited to see what it looks like when it's done. We're gonna have such a good island, and then we'll have to like plan a party and invite everybody to come over. That's what I want to do when we reach a point where the island is like finished. Ideally, after that big update coming in, is it January of next year? Sometime when everything's done and we got that update already. I want to invite as many livers as I can and have like a party, or like plan a festival or something. What I've always really wanted to do is to calculate when there's going to be shooting stars. Because I think you can actually calculate the weather in this game if you keep track of your weather for long enough. I want to calculate when there's going to be shooting stars and like write lore for a festival that takes place on the night of shooting stars. Like on the night of a meteor shower. That's one of my ideas that I've wanted to do for years. Yeah, it'd be nice. If I can calculate it early enough in advance, I'd be able to schedule a collab and get people in. It'd be nice. A lot of people that don't play Animal Crossing very often. There are people that are starting it for the first time recently. It'd be cool to have as many livers over as I can get. I just like that. I miss that. I miss when Animal Crossing had first come out and everybody was playing it and everybody was like meeting online because a lot of people were stuck inside around that time. I just think it'd be nice. All right, let's go to the market. See what they got here. Of course, Red is not here because he's locked in and working his shift at my island, but finally, I've wanted a crossbody bag this whole time. I'm so happy. I love these. They're so stylish. Good colors too. Good color scheme. No, 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 no. I clicked it. I clicked it too early. I messed up. No, I keep fudging my buttons. I could grab the dreamy backpack and the panda too. All right. Grab the panda too, just in case. I don't know if I'll have an outfit for this at any point, but it's a good one to have anyway. I could come up with an outfit that suits it in the future. A Debonair mascot themed backpack would be really cute, actually. One like this. That'd be so precious. I feel like that'd be made for children, though. Oh my gosh, I remember. I remember there was a time when because you know, I like to thrift my monkeys. I get thrifted monkeys. A lot of them are gifts. Most of them that I have are gifts. And there's one that somebody got for me one time. Someone got me this little monkey, and I was so confused when I was looking into it and like trying to figure out where I wanted it to go in my room. Because I noticed that this monkey had two little like it had 3 straps on it. And the straps had the little, like, how do you describe this? I almost feel like I need to draw it. Yeah, hold on. I'll draw what this looked like. Give me a sec to set it up. I'm going to draw this for you. I'm going to draw what I got, okay? And then... I just need a second to prepare it. Okay, and then if I go like this. Haha. Okay. All right. So, I'm going to draw this backpack for you. I'll draw it like it's a Debonair backpack, actually. Why don't we? Wait, where's my pen? I always misplace my pen. Ah, there's my pen. Okay. So, it looked like this. They got me this, somebody got me this backpack. So you got your regular monkey. Okay, hold on. So to me, it was not a backpack yet, right? I thought it was just a plush toy. They got me this plush toy. It looks like this. Right? Looks like... Oh, wait. You can't really see that very well, can you? Okay, hold on. There's something I can do to help this. Hold on. I can make this better. I didn't think about that. Give me a sec. I can do... Sorry about that. All right. How's this? This should help, right? Sorry about that. All right, so they gave me this, but when you flip it around to the side, right? Looks like this. Got the you see the side POV. So it had these straps on it, and looking at it from the back, right? It'd be like this. Legs here. Get the tail. Right? So it was like this. If this is the back side, right? You see all this? It had one strap here. One strap here. And one strap here. And the straps were kind of like this. It was one of these moments where it's like, it loops around and then it has like a buckle type look to it. Kind of like this is how it worked, right? Every single one was like that. Or no, I'm misremembering this. I remember how this worked now. It was actually like this. It had a loop here and a loop here and one strap like this. That's how it worked. Sorry, it's been a while. So these, you very obviously put your arm through it, right? You put your arm through this and it's a backpack. What confused me about why it was like that was this little strap here. And that's what I was drawing just now. Like this kind of look. With the buckle going through. Kind of like this. You see the vision? And it turns out that this is so that you can like look, you got your buckle. What you do is you clip on a leash to it. It's a leash. And you hold it, and that way your child can't run away when they're wearing it. And I was so confused. And when I realized that it was a buckle for a leash to go on, I just had a moment of clarity where I was like, this is a gift that I have just received as a grown man. Like it was literally, yes, it's literally a leash. It's a child's safety leash is what this is. The reason this here is on there, the reason they have this is so that you can, it's literally so that you can clip a leash onto it and hold it so that your child can't run away while they're wearing the backpack. So they gave me a child's backpack leash as a gift. And I loved it. It's one of the cutest plushies I have in my collection, but I thought about that a lot. I had a moment of thought when I realized what it was. And when I realized just like how absurd it is to receive that kind of gift at my age. You know what I mean? I don't know, maybe that's just me. Yeah. It was like that. That's what that made me think of. Did you get all that? Did you understand? Did my concept make sense? It's kind of goofy. Okay, oh my gosh. I just opened a program by mistake. Holy moly, I have so many pings to catch up on later. All right. It's going to be a busy night for me. All right, let's play a little bit more Animal Crossing, shall we? Thank you for indulging in my silly story. See, I wonder if they knew it was a kid's leash backpack that they were giving me. I don't know if they knew. Maybe they didn't know. Maybe I could give them the benefit of the doubt. You like how I draw in Animal Crossing streams? I don't know. I feel like it makes sense in Animal Crossing streams because Animal Crossing streams for me, if I'm not too focused on whatever I'm working on, which does happen sometimes. Sometimes I'll just fall into the act of like, okay, now we have to go do this, and I figure that's fine. But for me, an Animal Crossing stream is generally kind of like a chatting stream with something in between us. This is where I'm guilty of the thing that I've shamed other men for doing. One of my criticisms of men that I've met and become friends with over the last decade is that most men cannot have a call or a conversation online unless they have a screen share of a video game they're going, or unless they're playing a game in real time together. Streaming this game is basically like me being guilty of the exact same thing. It's just me using this for conversation fodder. This is just what we chew on while we talk to each other for me. And so sometimes I'll enter a conversation topic, or I'll enter like a fork in our dialogue where I need a visual aid to explain what I'm trying to say. Sometimes words do not do an idea justice. Hello, Plucky.
Hey, check it out. I got you a portable radio.
Oh, thank you, Plucky. Thank you, Chicky Poo.
Soon as I saw it for sale, I knew who it was really for, Chicky Poo. Hope you find some use for it.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, I think I might take some of these bushes and go replace the ones I have. Oh, but I've got to put all my stuff away. Ah! I got so much stuff to do. But yeah, that's what this game is for me. Anyone who's ever had a relationship with a man knows the struggles. I wonder if that's how it works in romantic relationships. I just know that's how it's always gone for me in like my male friendships. Being friends with men means you just have to have a screen share going when you talk, or else they're gonna get nervous. Seen a video on the personalities they have? No, but I'm aware of the personalities that villagers can have, like based on their gender. I try not to think about those too much though, because I find it more fun and immersive if you don't know that they're falling into one of like 5 categories for each one. Yeah, definitely not all the time, but I find that about 90% of the time for me, most men that I've met and become friends with, they need a video game on the screen to talk. So I don't know. Nervous of what? I don't know. Maybe they're just intimidated by my swagger. Maybe they just need something between us so that we can talk. Maybe I'm intimidating. Maybe I'm just too cool for them. Maybe it's just a me thing. My impression is that that's just how people are, though. More complex than that? Then what goes into it, I wonder? Because I don't know. I don't know if it sounds weird of me to say, like, men but not me, because I personally don't relate to it. I've never needed it, and I actually prefer it without. I prefer to talk without something between us most of the time. This is just to give you something to look at and to give us something for like whenever there's dead air, I guess. But I don't know. For me, in a conversation, I prefer to be like 100% tapped in the moment. Nothing else distracting me or the other person. I like to be completely in the moment. That's what I like. But that's just me. And I find that not everybody I've met meshes with that perfectly. And I will say, it's not something I hate. Like, I'm not complaining. It's more like I'm joking about it whenever I comment on this. That's just how I feel. Look at my little mushroom. I need to make costumes at some point to put in here. All right, we haven't changed outfits today, I just noticed. Phone at the dining table scenario is absolutely the same. If we're having a meal, there better not be a phone out. If it's like a super regular thing, like if we're going out for breakfast or brunch every day or every other day, I guess I'll let you like browse social media while we talk. But like, if it's a dinner, that phone better stay in your bag or in your pocket the whole meal. And if you pull it out more than once or for longer than a few seconds, I'm gonna remember it. You know, like Life is Strange or like Walking Dead games, like Telltale games, kind of games where it's like you do something and it's like, Kaelix will remember that. That's how I feel. If it's a meal, We have to be together in the moment. I'm sorry. I can't. I think it's the tackiest thing in the world. I get it. I get, especially when you're like nervous or if it's difficult to hold a conversation. Your cell phone can be a super valuable tool to like bridge that awkwardness and make it a little less scary, and it can give you something to look at, because sometimes, you know, where you're looking matters. People will read into it if you're looking at them for too long or things like that. And I realize it's complicated. I know it's tough for me sometimes, but if we're sharing a meal, I need you to be looking at your food and at my face and nothing else. That's it. That's how I feel. That is exactly how I feel. I don't know if you can relate. And I realize that that may be unreasonable for some people, but that's just my take on life. I like people who can have a conversation. Because I like having conversations. I like to learn things, and I like to... I don't know, I just like to connect. It's so awesome, and I think it's a super cool gift that we have that everybody should make use of. That's how I feel. And for me, that is more of a complaint thing, just to be clear. Because when, you know, if we're on a phone call on Discord and you pull up a screen share or you start playing a game or you ask if I want to play a game, that's fine. That's fine. That's just normal. Phone at the table while eating and having a conversation, that's no-go. I'm going to complain about it, and I will tell people about you. I will complain about you to others. I'll be like, no, she had her phone out the whole time, did not have any interest in what I was saying, will never eat with her ever again. That's how that would go. Just to be clear. And I know I'm not the only one that's like this, so you best be careful. But again, if it's like a regular thing, like if we're going out for a casual brunch or if there's a big group of us, I guess it's okay. Still would prefer that it doesn't happen, but that's just me. That's just my standard. I realize that I may have been raised differently than a lot of people. But that is how they do things in Kokiri Village. If you pull out your phone at a meal, you are going to be excommunicated. Like they're not gonna take that. You can't do that. That's so tacky. That is such a tacky thing to do. And I agree with it. That is one of the silly standards that I've been raised with that I fully agree with. Excommunicated is an exaggeration, to be clear, but they will raise an eyebrow at you and they will mention you in their next conversation. Like she was too busy looking at her phone to have a conversation with me. She's always on that phone. I don't know, it reads socially, it reads as distant and not interested. Is how it reads, unfortunately. Again, I get it, right? I understand that it's a way to kind of deal with the awkwardness of the situation. It can help dull the blow a little bit. It can make it easier to focus on what you're saying sometimes, even. It can like help the conversation to have something in front of you. I get that. I've been there and I relate to it in certain contexts, but no, I can't do that at a meal. I'm sorry. Especially if it's a nice meal. Like if we're paying good money to be there, if it's a special occasion, I need you to lock in. I need us to relish this moment, you know? That's how I feel. Yeah, some people definitely do not see it that way. There are a lot of people that will spend a meal like browsing on their phone. Again, I get it, but that's not how I feel. I think if you want to browse on your phone, then I guess we could have just grabbed fast food and ate outside somewhere. You know? So it could come down to raising, like the way you're raised with communication and stuff. If you're raised in a family where, like, if you share meals at all, it's a quiet thing, or where everybody's just kind of doing their own thing, or if you're raised in a family where you take your own meals back to your room, I feel like that's a situation where you'd be more likely to do this. I feel. Again, no judgment. Oh, I already had a top hat. Ugh, what a waste. No judgment. I understand that it's like more natural and comfortable for people, but I personally hate it very much. I don't like it. I can't stand it, actually. You'd have to have a really, really good excuse, and I probably still would not accept it, to be honest. That's one of my... Maybe that's a red flag of mine. I just don't have any patience for that. I'm showing you a side of myself I didn't want you to see right now. I hope it's not too scary. I just think meals are a very precious and important thing to connect with people over, and conversations are also very precious and important, and I don't know. I just don't have any room for impurities. I love that. I love that crossbody bag. We got 2 varieties of pandas now. Question is this one or this one? This one for sure. Yeah. All right, we got our new fit. You like? We won't be wearing it for much longer, though. I do need to wrap pretty soon, unfortunately. It's pretty stylish, though, right? Where's the pose? Work it. You are a scammer. Okay, I think the last thing I'm going to do for today is I'm going to clean up my bushes and replace them. I think I'm going to commit. I thought about holly for the cedar areas, but in the end, I think the red is too much. The red is too much. I just can't. Even if it's just when it's seasonal. Wait, hold on. What does holly look? What does the holly look like out of season? Let's make a decision now. I'm gonna Google it. Holly New Horizons. Does it still have the dots out of season? It does not have them out of season, does it? Maybe I just need to get over myself. But I don't know. Because here's the thing. They're in season right now, and I'm not a fan of the way it looks in season. But something to consider is that when these, because these are all blue hydrangeas, when these are out of season, the leaf color is a little different from the cedar trees. But when they're in season, they are my favorite one. I love it so much, and I would not mind if it was in season. So I don't know. Oh, I'm so tempted. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take up one of them, and I'm gonna see what it looks like next to the cedar trees and make my decision. How does it compare? I went with holly because it's the closest bush to cedar trees. Oh, whoops. I forgot. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. You see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? The difference is day and night between these trees. The palette is more consistent with holly. Mix, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know. Oh, man, I don't know. Ah. It's so different. But it would kind of wash out the palette more, which is something I want. Yeah, we're going to replace it. I'm going to commit. I'm going to stop being a whiny doo-doo baby. Yeah, I feel like with the palette of my house as well, that's something to consider. Yeah, no, I'm going with the hydrangeas. We're going with the blue hydrangeas. We're gonna commit. And we gotta consider the time of year we want the island to look its best. I think we agreed was like summer, right? Wait! Okay, sorry about that. Wait! Yeah, I think we agreed we wanted the... Wait. I was too slow. Yeah, we wanted the island to look its best in... I wish I could do it while my shovel's out. It'd be so nice. Yeah. And hydrangeas are in bloom in summer, and it would be so nice. This is going to be like a July prime island, I think. July, August, maybe. What did I wish for? I wished for an iron garden bench, the one that's made of iron and wood. It looks really classy and beautiful. I'm just gonna replace these in case I decide I want to use them elsewhere. I probably won't though. I'm probably gonna go with blue hydrangeas for the whole island. Oops. All right. Let's go. Oh, my island's gonna be so cute. I'm so excited. We're reaching that stage where I can more clearly see the picture in my brain. I can start to see it actually project over the island with the structure it has. It'll still take a lot of time and work, but it's gonna be so worth it. I'm in it for the long haul with this one. Okay. Yeah, I think this color is the better one in the end. They're not as similar to the trees, unfortunately, but I think they just look better overall. And I'll love it when they're in season. It'll be so pretty. All right. Let's grab the rest of them. I think we might have enough to do all of them that I've planted so far, at least. We'll need way more. We'll need like 3 times as many as we planted now, maybe more for the whole island. But we have enough to clear this area. What is that song? There's this guy on Got Talent that did it with a pair of sock puppets once. It's a duet. Very popular duet from a billion years ago. I don't remember how that goes. It's in my head now, but I only remember that one part. All right. Excuse me, sir. I need to put these away. Actually, hold on. I'm going to do something else. We will not need these holly. Excuse me. They're getting trashed. Boom! Oh, I hope we have enough. I'm realizing that we might not have enough for everything. I want to share all my love with you. Is that it? That might be it. It's an older one. Whatever it is. From like the 80s or 90s. The duet between a man and a woman. I just remember that one specific vocal spot. Endless love. Ah, thank you. I'll have to look into it later. I don't actually know the song, but I know that one specific part. I see the man with the sock puppets in my head. Oh, please. Please tell me I have enough. Please. Please, oh, please. Tell me I have enough. I don't have enough. I'm going to be a few short. Aw, man. I'll have to buy some more. And he's not selling them right now. What a bummer. I may still have some in my storage that I've hidden away, though. Sorry, it gets a little intense around here. Did I place any more in the area? No? Okay. Yeah, I can deal with this. The color's fine. I'll make more of a gradient when I start adding in furniture, is what I'll do. And weeds will help too. Weeds will help with that. Oh, I don't have enough. I'm one short. I'm exactly one short. That is devastating. I'm gonna cry. Please tell me I have some in my storage. No! Wait, you don't see this. You don't see it. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. I hate when this happens. Oh, close your eyes. Oh, don't look. Oh, don't look. Okay, you can look now. All right. Please, oh please. Oh no. I don't have any. I've been very hooked on that form of whining recently. Just yelling, basically. I guess I'll put one holly bush. She's nothing like the rest of them. Oh, no. Oh, I missed two. There's another one here. Oh, I was too short. Misery is the name of an epic novel by Stephen King. I'm nothing like y'all. Where are you? I know you're here. There you are. Get over here. Meow. 見つけた。ロマンスあげるよ。ずっと。永遠に。So funny to me. 見つけた。Oh, you know what would be really funny though? As if it was the adjacent Seiyu type where it's like 見つけた見つけたねえこっちおいでキモキモキモキモキモキモ That's gross. You can like see my glasses fogging with my breath. ねえねえ逃げる道がないですよ。 ないですよね。ないですよね。Oh, that makes me think of the guy from ReZero. The guy who's like, he's like, だからね. Do you know him? I don't know if I've mentioned him before, but I think about his like speech pattern a lot. His little speech quirk. He's like, ね. だよね. Yeah, I think I've mentioned him before. Oh my gosh, I'm so congested. I never should have blown my nose. Whenever I blow my nose, it just gets worse. Do not recommend. Never blow your nose. It's over. Oh, man. Senpai said I'm not scary. It's by choice. I could choose to be scary. I think it's actually not very hard to be scary. However, I prefer to have a heart that is filled with love and is just generally open to the world. That's what I like, so. No judgment if that's not you, but that's just how I like to live my life personally. Blow it again? No, it's just gonna get worse. No. I think that's everything we can do for today, though. Before I progress in the other area, I need to have the museum there. I need to decorate it. I need to prepare some furniture for it. Need to go hunting for certain items. Maybe ask some other livers if they have the recipe. And I need to scrounge up the cash for the incline as well. I don't want to do the turnip market again. I hate checking the turnip market every day. I hate it, but it's so rewarding. So rewarding when I make a good hit. We'll see. Yeah, we made really good progress today. Unfortunately, my voice is getting really tired, and I've got a lot of work to do tonight. And I want to see if I can make it to bed before 10 a.m. today. Or I guess tomorrow. I've been sleeping so crazy recently. I'm getting good sleep. Like, the hours are good. It's just not at the right time, you know? Yeah, I'm gonna let you go now. Let's take our souvenir photo, actually. Gotta take a photo to commemorate the day. We could go... let's go to the area with the museum. And let's take this route because I like seeing it progress. Okay, fine. You got my attention. I was a little too early. I'll need to modify or like customize my slingshot soon. Fun Animal Crossing hack that I've shared before, I think, but I'll share again anyway. If you end up building or buying a lot of tools to replace them when they just get destroyed, fun hack is actually to keep the customization kits in your inventory. And when you think it's close to getting destroyed, just customize it to a different color, and then it will be repaired. It functions as repairing it too. Yeah, I think this is where we'll take our photo. Oh, whoops. Yeah, whenever you customize an item, it's also repaired. I look so spiffy in my little outfit. Don't I look so spiffy? Haha. Cute. I'm a big fan of the bewilderment emote. It's so cute. I'm just slapping my chin really hard. I'm slapping my rigid cheekbones because I'm mewing. Sounds painful. Honestly, if you could make that sound, it would be painful. You'd be hitting bone. Mewing? Yep. Alright, let's put little Kaelix to bed. Go into bed fully dressed again. Unless I'm about to do something I actually love doing in real life. One of my favorite things to do is to take a nice shower. And then I just walk to my bed, still in my towel. And I neglect to get dressed. I forget to get dressed. I just lay down. And by this point, my towel has just kind of reached the edge of my bed and I'm just wrapped in blankets. And then I just doze off. Naked. I just think it's so comfy when that happens. I love when that happens personally. It's so comfy. I'm due for a good long shower. I've been taking speed showers again lately. Like the last week, they've been really quick ones, just like doing the bare minimum for my hair and skin. I need a good like a deep wash, condition. I need to exfoliate soon. That'll be nice. I'm looking forward to that. It feels nice walking out of a shower where you do all that stuff. It just feels nice. Feels good. Feel nice and warm, fresh, clean. Untainted by the woes of this planet. But yeah, that is everything for today. I got a lot of things to catch up on that I've missed recently. I was so locked in on other stuff. So I'm going to be going through those this evening. I hope that you have a super awesome rest of your day. I hope that you have some yummy food. I hope you get some good rest as well. I hope that if you have anything to work on as well, that you get some good work done, make some good progress. But more importantly, I hope you get good rest. As always, I think it's very important to rest. It's always essential. I am going to send you to one Sable, NIJISANJI. He is playing Pokemon Legends Zeta A, which we've also been playing pretty decently often. It's been a bit. I haven't played it this week yet, but I don't think I will play it this week. This will be my week off, then I'll probably go back. But I think he's a little bit ahead of me. Last I saw, he was just where we were in the story, so he'll probably pass me soon if he hasn't already. So be wary of spoilers if you want to experience the game for the first time with me instead. But if you already know what happens or you don't really care about being spoiled and you're content, feel free to watch with him. He'll be playing today. I think he tends to go for misadventures more than following the story, though. I think he's played more than me, but he hasn't progressed as quickly as me. And honestly, I'm the same. So that says something. Because I get stuck up on my fashion adventures. I like swag crises. But yeah, I'm going to send you to Sable. If you choose to participate in the redirect, please be nice, polite, read his rules, behave, set a good impression for everybody. What else is there? Schedule reminder. Tomorrow, there should be a solo stream on my end, as well as a collab later at night. It'll be a shorter stream for me on my end, and I'm thinking I actually want to see if I can do it this morning. Like maybe right before I go to bed. It's been a while since I've done a morning stream, so maybe that's when I'll do it. And that'll give me some big gap between that and the collab later in the night. Yeah, more information on that to come as well. You know me, I'm allergic to announcing things when the host hasn't announced it yet. So even if they tell me it's okay, I feel bad. I feel like I shouldn't be the one to say it's happening, but it will not be on my channel. No, it'll be somewhere else. I'll be sure to tweet about it though, when it happens. Yeah. Same time, it'll probably be later. The collab, it'll be later than my usual. But yeah. And then Saturday, I'll be playing Stardew Valley at 7 p.m. EST. Should be. I might delay it by 30 minutes again if I'm still sleeping bad, because I woke up too late to stream at 7 today, so I did it at 7:30 instead. I hope that was okay. I hope you didn't mind too much. I know something you don't. Oh, I guess they did announce it. Well, I'll look into it and retweet then, in that case. I don't know. I like to be careful. I get nervous. But yeah. But yeah, I'll retweet that when the time comes for the collab. Yeah, and that should be everything for this week. I'm still planning to do Zelda on Sunday again, but again, I may have to cancel depending on how my throat is doing by Sunday, because I want to stream as much as I can from like Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week. That's when I want to celebrate 200K. And because of that, I want to be extra careful for, you know, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I don't want to push myself too hard. So we'll see, but no promises for Sunday. I'll let you know for sure by Saturday. I think I should be able to know. I think I'm making good progress though. Like my throat is tired now, but it doesn't hurt at all after today. So that's good. That is really good. I'm winning. I'm king of the world, basically. But yeah, thank you again for hanging out with me. I had so much fun today. We made really good progress, and I as always, I love our conversations. I've always enjoyed hanging out and talking. So I hope you had fun as well. I hope that you get some good rest. I hope you have some yummy meals, and stay safe. All right? Stay safe till I see you again. That's all. Till next time. Bye-bye.